I'm Sarah Phillips. I'm an internal sales associate here at National Life. Being from an immigrant family does really give a different perspective. We're a feisty group of people, right? Polish immigrants, one thing I say with, I think any immigrant in general is just grit, right? Finding that perseverance just to succeed and always passing on, making sure that your future generation always has more than what you started with, right? I think that's really, really invaluable. My family's been just a super impact in my life. And my parents, amazing couple. They got married in 1969 and January 28th. Been married now for 54 years. No more prime example of true love, first love, only love. They show me what it's like to be not only treated as a woman, but how to succeed without any assistance, meaning how to survive. Life skills. Before we came out to Dallas, my mom's last job before she was ill was working in the kitchen at the middle school in town. She ran that kitchen like nobody else. The things she taught those students, just basic life skills, how to make change, how to just interact, how to say please and thank yous. Really, you'd be surprised. So her compassion toward those children really stuck out to me. Knowing that I had a place at home, knowing that I had somewhere to go, I was fed, clothed, and others didn't. It's a big shock when you've never been exposed. My mom has been type 2 diabetes for the longest time. Things got really bad. As you know, a paper cut can turn into an amputation. And my mom, her mind and soul were all the more willing, but the body just kind of gave. In the midst of COVID, she had to be taken to a nursing home. And we knew that this was it. She wasn't coming home just because of the physicals and the infections. And she actually had a blood transfusion just because she plateaued on all medications, antibiotics. And then it got to the point where either her, another facility member, or another patient had COVID. So no one could be transported, no one could move. So for about 2 years, she was stuck in a facility to where she was being abused. She was being over-medicated to keep her comatose so that it was easier to deal with. This past Christmas, she was found unresponsive, Christmas morning, and she was taken to the emergency room, Medical City of Plano. Thank God for them. They recognized the over-medication and got her started and transported to where she currently is. It was one of the most unstable times of my life. Really challenging. I said to myself, what can I do? 15 years chefing, loving food, loving feeding people, wanting to go after my mom in her footsteps. COVID hit, just because the only thing that I felt I had a passion for, and the thing that I really knew I could succeed at, the industry was failing. When I looked up industries that weren't failing, and you know what? It was life insurance, investments. People were now more than ever thinking of the future. So in the process of acquiring my life license in 2019, I started working at the Renaissance Hotel, which is the hotel across the street from the Dallas office. Lo and behold, who walks in one day? Mayron. Super nice man, really personable. He would never lead you to believe he is who he is because he's just the average Joe. But what he sees is the secret sauce, right? Is what he calls it. And I think he does a really good job of scoping that out and providing it not only through himself, but seeing it in other people. But I did finally send in my resume, and it was the best thing I could have ever done. Not only just reading other reviews, but right from the get-go, people didn't know I was with the company on my first day and just greeted me with such compassion, such honesty, such warmth. And you get the warm tinglies, the warm fuzzies. But again, it is a business too. So they have somehow found the perfect marriage of work-life balance, providing folks a chance to give for their family in a way they never could have. They take care of their employees because you take care of their agents and their customers. And I think that's really important. Last year was literally the most challenging and most successful year of my life being with National Life. And I couldn't speak more of my fellow colleagues, being there not only professionally, but personally, dealing with me, letting me succeed, really teaching and providing the type of knowledge I needed to grow, while also understanding that I am a human. And, while you're at work getting phone calls, oh, your mother fell today, or your mother's, unresponsive. It's unbelievable. And I think I would not be able to thrive in any other environment besides National Life. And I still push it to this day. I see someone with a great attitude at the same restaurant I go to, always recognizes my food. I say, come on, come join me. You'll never look back, I guarantee it. It's not a job, it's a career. It's a lifestyle change for the better. Do good, be good, make good. Give from your need, not from your want. That's what I was always taught. And that coincides with this brand and this company so much so. And I'm doing what I need to do. And my parents, I know they're so proud.